People like myself who ruminates too much on negative thoughts, past emotions, reoccurring flashbacks. You get a lot of benefit when you go out into nature. It helps decrease a lot of those obsessive thoughts. I like to think that it's because you're focusing on where your next footstep's going to be, what puddle you're going to jump in next. I love rocky areas because it is difficult. And because of that difficulty, that gives me something else to focus on, and it doesn't let my mind wander onto things that I know is going to take me down a bad road. In fact, I actually prefer if it's a bad weather day. If it's an ice storm, it's a snowstorm, if you're hiking in the rain, that's the best time for me to be out there. I'll probably be the only one that's on the trail. There's probably not going to be any bugs if it's raining or that cold, but it's great because you get to feel everything, you can smell it, you can hear it. On a quiet winter day, you can hear the snow just lightly hit those branches of the trees. And it has such a calming effect on me that by the time I'm done, I'll have gotten outside, my calves probably hurt a little bit, I'm worn out, I get in the car to drive home, and I feel accomplished, to be honest with you. That I did that, and I did something that was good for me. So I do lead a work hiking and kayaking group, and I get a lot of my friends, families, and co-workers coming out with me. You see a lot of them in the videos that I'm posting. And I'm proud to say that my little girls will go hiking with me, although they're not as excited about as me, especially with the bad weather. They'll go out when there's snow, and they'll especially go out if there's other kids hiking with us, as many of my friends and family will bring their kids. We try to do it every other weekend. And you never know what you're going to find when you're actually hiking on the trail. The girls have ran into a little fawn baby deer on the side of the trail once, and then I remember my youngest one actually screaming at a rat snake. I think the snake was definitely more terrified of her than she was of it. And it's really let me connect with my girls in a way that at home we just can't do sometimes. People are obsessed with their phones, they've got their video games and TV, and there's just so many distractions. Getting outside and breathing that air and putting down the electronics, except for the cameras that you're recording everything in, it gives you peace of mind. Hiking does a lot for me. It improves your sleep, it's a stress relief, it improves your mood, gives you better endurance, increases energy and stamina, and then, honestly, it's a great way to network with your coworkers. Eventually, we'll be talking about work while we're hiking, and sometimes you'll get people from different departments, IT, logistics, quality, production. Then they don't have the opportunity to have small talk with each other at work because everybody's too busy. But you can see some of those brainstorming activities while they're hiking and chatting with each other. And we've actually solved a lot of issues and developed some concepts for work while we've been on these hikes. And probably more importantly, I've earned more friendships by doing this and inspiring people to follow me down this trail. One more mile. Remembering a hike with two of my coworkers, and we were at Clear Creek Metro Park hiking, I want to say 18 miles altogether if you do the loops correctly. But there's so much elevation change in this park in Ohio. All of us were worn out by the end, but we felt great. I felt sore, tired, thirsty, feet hurt. We get in that car and get to the closest little bar, crack open the beer, and it is the best, sweetest tasting thing ever. And you can just look at us and our conversations of laughing and remembering that, hey, we started this at 7 a.m. By the time we were done, it was well into the afternoon. Now, just like when I'm helping people learn how to hike for the first time, take your time with it. Don't push yourself further than you really feel like you can go. Make sure that you do know where you're hiking to. Don't go by yourself if it's an unknown area. I know that I disobey that one quite a lot, but I'm more of a seasoned hiker. I can go up to 24 miles in one hike, and I always have my first aid kit with me in my hydro pack no matter what, because you never know. And I have had to use it on some of the hikers that have been with me. Just some small cuts and scrapes, but that's about it. And don't think you have to go to like some national park or state forest to find them. You can find trails anywhere throughout where you're at. Download all trails. You can find hiking groups with a meetup, or even just Google hike or park and look at the map. You can find them. They're out there. Do it for yourself. This is part of that whole self-care thing. You matter. Your mental health matters.